ThaBoxingvoice.com, live here with strength and conditioning coach for Danny Garcia, Tony Davis. So Tony, man, reason I wanted to talk to you obviously is because your role has become very important for this fight because Danny's finally getting the opportunity to move up in weight. He's saying he's feeling great, but so is Malignaggi, and he's had the addition of a strength and conditioning coach as well. So it's kind of like the battle of the strength and conditioning coaches here. You going up against Angel Memo Heredia. What are your thoughts on Danny's transition to 147?
Well, it's been a long time coming. I think we talked about it once before in the past. We've been looking forward to 147. It's just going to be a constant progression from this point on. It made it a lot easier mentally for Danny. He was more comfortable with the weight. Therefore, his body reacted and trained a lot better this time around. And you'll see he's going to be a lot quicker, a lot stronger, more powerful. I'm excited.
Now, he spoke a lot about having energy and being able to eat, and in the past, not remembering when he could eat so close to a weigh-in. How is that going to, I guess, affect him in a positive way for this fight?
Okay. Again, along with the physical ability to eat more and feel better, he's mentally sound with this number. 147 is where he wanted to be. So it's making him a lot more comfortable. And he's right. In the past, he was more cautious about what he was eating. But we changed things a little bit this time around. We really focused on the healthy aspects of the eating earlier on, as opposed to waiting a little bit later. And then it allowed him to just gradually lose his weight naturally, along with his workouts, which left him feeling, full and satisfied, as opposed to being drained and worn out later, closer to the fight.
Now, as a strength and conditioning coach, what are some of the exercises or regimens that you have to put Danny Garcia through in order to increase or level out that knockout power that he has already?
Good question, because this time around we focus more on speed and agility and flexibility, as opposed to increasing muscle mass. We worked on just redefining those muscles that he already has and making them quicker, stronger, and faster. And that's going to be the difference. With his power that already exists, along with the force that's going to come with his increased speed and agility, I think it's going to be a devastating blow to Paulie Malignaggi. He's going to be very, very surprised.
Now, there's been a lot of talk and mention, even joking, of the chicken chasing, but I'm curious, was there any truth to that? Was that truly, I guess, a training method, or was it just to get, some giggles out of some people?
It was an in-camp joke, We did do things that really focused on making his ability to run down, track down, and chase things better in the ring. But using the chicken was it was a joke. It was Angel Garcia joke along with Danny, and we had a good time with it. In fact, I was the one that picked up the chicken.
Okay, so there's been a lot of mention of cutting the ring off because, Paulie Malignaggi is a great jabber, good mover. We've seen that in the Sinchenko fight when he went over to the Ukraine and became a world champion on, enemy territory. What is it that you guys did specifically to improve Danny's speed in cutting the distance between him and his target?
Well, increased hand-eye coordination movements, increased foot and agility movement, lateral movements, moving forward, moving back. Just different things that's going to allow him to move athletically, which will allow him to use his natural instincts to aggressively go and cut off Paulie. I mean, without going into any specifics on training, that's the gist of it.
So quick question, Angel Garcia has a new fighter by the name of Velasquez, TJ Velasquez. Is that also one of your guys now as well?
Yes, and he has been for the past almost 3 years now. We're going on working with TJ. And there's a lot of promise in that kid. I see a lot of Danny in this guy as well. He just needs to settle down, relax, and take what's his as well.
So are you excited for his pro debut? It's going to be on the Barkley card as well with Danny Garcia and Malignaggi. But I mean excited more in the sense that this is a guy no one knows that you've been working with for 3 years, that you can really show your skill and your ability as a strength and conditioning coach and just exactly what you can do. Because, sometimes what a guy like yourself does can get lost in the name of Danny Garcia,
Sure. Yes, I'm excited about that. And Nothing changes. I take all my athletes and treat them the same way. I take them to the best possible you. That's what I tell them. I'm going to make you better. So he's not going to do everything that Danny does. He'll do some of the things that Danny does, but each body is different. So you have to tweak it a little bit differently. And with every fighter, it's an ongoing progression. Each fight, you will see an increase in body definition, body tone, strength, power, endurance. So sit back and enjoy the ride.
All right, well, thank you very much and wish you guys the best of luck come Saturday night.
Thank you very much.